Hello, hello. So for today, I will do some sharing on Copilot. The recent news and all the latest features that are available. The first thing that I want to share is this particular link, which they got scenarios related to sales, marketing, even HR and IT. They cover a wide range of products like I just mentioned. So we can choose one. Before we choose one, I would just want to go through what are the things that you can expect from this learning path, we call it. For example, we have the executive use case, right? You can see that there's a introduction and then exercise and then summary and then how to create speech, presentation, PowerPoint, and after that you just have to have some quizzes and then some. So let's try to jump into one of the scenario here. So um, as you can see, right? The scenario is about you are in the executive leadership and refining your ability to effectively use Copilot, right? And this module will guide you into these areas. And let's go into the first exercise here. You just open Microsoft Teams, right? So let's try to do that. So let me just move this on the side of my screen and I will open another screen, sorry. So over here, okay, so let me just open this one. So over here, we have the Copilot. Let me open the Copilot in Teams. Teams. Let me make it smaller a bit. Okay. So we have here our Microsoft Teams open. So if we follow the exercise, we just need to open the Copilot and go to the chat. Let's select the Copilot. So I believe this one Copilot icon. Oh, it's not here anymore. It should be one Copilot icon. No, it's not there. So previously there's a Copilot icon just one of the chat. I believe they've changed it, so maybe we can use this one. So what we need to do is we just go here, copy this prompt, paste it over here related to maybe related to ChatGPT. Oh, sorry, that is here. Just refresh this one. Interesting. To have a valid license. Okay. Okay. If that the case, let's troubleshoot this. So if you are admin, right? So you can probably just go to admin.microsoft.com, have a look of the license, right? So you have the license over here. So let's see, manage the license and see if it is assigned correctly. So if this assigned correctly, so let me just click. Oh, it's assigned to a different user. That's the problem. Okay, then maybe we unassign this first. And license and profile. Okay, so now you have the choice to enable and disable Copilot on certain platform. So previously it will just like everything, but now you have a choice, but you don't have a choice to enable Copilot in only Word and PowerPoint, Outlook. So this all are fall under the productivity apps. Like disable, let's say you don't want Copilot in Teams and SharePoint. Just assign and so that's how easy it is. You want to assign a license. So these are the dashboard, right? And the active users. So okay. So the Copilot labs and other things are here. So there's a new option here, right? So hmm, okay, never mind. Let's go back to the demo just now. So let's open Teams again. And now let's just try. So, okay. Method two is okay. The reason why like this because someone removed the license of this user, so it will take a while for it to re-index all the content again. So let me just try to so now you're booking. Yep. Okay. So you can see now the format of the response has changed. Right? Previously, it was just a long paragraph text, but now they try to format it when ChatGPT released first time. So all the response was like this. So they try to make it similar. So here, let's say I ask it to summarize all my meeting, right? So related to TTT. So it'll listed here and all the attendees who organized the meeting. Right? So if we move on to the scenario exercise, so you can see there's a highlight over here. You can actually try to probably maybe this one. the TTT of Copilot mainly discuss about Microsoft Copilot. So AI is fun. It's about anything related to AI and latest technology. And weekly meeting is the meetings that we always have about our progress project and upcoming any tasks that we need to do. So these are the ways of how you can use Copilot in Teams, right? There is option over here. You have the Copilot lab, and you can actually save the prompt and also share it within your colleague and your team, right? So you can actually do this. Um, and now they have this web and work toggle over here. So web is actually connected directly to your tenant database, and work and web is the internet. So that's the easiest way for you to understand. So yeah, for probably this one is our history chat. Have a look all the history of the chat related to the web. The old version, right? So if you go to chat, there should be one icon of Copilot. You can actually just click and use it. Similar like this one. Maybe the new version they made it one icon over here. Apps, it's an app, that you can add. So I want to move. Yeah. See, there's a Copilot icon. So this was the old version. It's supposed to be like this, but now everything has changed, right? So yeah, and they say it's a Copilot icon within the chat. So let's try to do that. Maybe we just open click over here. If there's a chat Copilot icon, no, there's no more Copilot icon. Yeah, the changes of latest version. So probably you cannot see the same interface. Okay, so let's move on and see what else we can do. Now here is creating a speech, right? So let's download this copy of the income statement. Okay, we have the income statement here. So let me just upload this income statement to our OneDrive so that we can use it, our demo. So let me just go to my files. Maybe I put it in my folder. Just drag that in. One. So what I will need to do, I open Microsoft Word. Let's try to open Microsoft Word. From then go to apps, create a new document. Yeah, so this is the latest interface from the web. You can see here there's a Copilot icon over here, but what I want to show is here this one. So directly they have all the toggle button that you can use. Okay, so let's try this one. Okay. So we can attach a file. You see, this is the file that we just uploaded, right? So you can actually also upload from here, right? Browse from cloud. So when they release early versions of Copilot, it will take a while for this particular files to appear in your selection. But now they made option available for you to directly choose any files within your OneDrive if it doesn't appear here, right? So you can even attach emails, part of the, you have to draft something. You will go into the emails and understand what's inside and draft few things. Right? Even the email is really long, right? But the email has to be sent to you that you have the access. Right? You can even attach a meeting, so it will go into the transcript of the particular meeting. Let's say you want to write the minutes of meeting, so you can actually just do a prompt, say write a minutes of meeting, and you attach the meeting, and it will actually do it for you. So these are certain few improvement that they have made, right? So let's just choose this one. So, and then how many files that I can attach, right? Last time they don't allow you to attach more than one. After that is three. Then they say you can actually even attach a PDF image or encrypted PDF. So let's try how many files we can attach before we proceed with our demo. So one, two, three, four, five, six. So seems like there's no more limit anymore, right? Oh yeah, I think they have taken out the limit, so you can actually attach so as many as you want. Okay, so let me just delete this everything in yeah. Okay. uh, okay, let's just generate. Hmm. So it generated the speech based on the documents, which is, I think everyone know that it can actually do that. Even ChatGPT also can do that, right? So we can actually regenerate or even keep this one. Okay, that you want to keep this one, and then yeah, something I want to show. Yes, yeah. You see, right? Okay, let me just repeat this one. So if you want to write a new one, you can actually just click here and then type whatever that additional things that you want to Copilot to write. But you can actually ask the Copilot to keep writing this, right? So it will understand the context of the documents, and it will generate more content for you, right? For this particular document is speech, right? Speech. Or and then so yeah, okay, let's go to the editor pane. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, I forgot there's a editor pane. I close it. Editor, yeah. All right. Just want to show how certain writing actually being scored. Right? This feature has been there for a while, just that people don't notice it. Right? So once you have a document open, right, any Word document, like in the content itself, so it will actually, this editor will actually give you some score, and also will highlight you things that is wrong with the article, right? So even some grammar and clarity, right? Conciseness, then formality, and those things are here. And yeah, so this document statistics, it will give you how many words they are using to create this document, character, and number of paragraph. So editor score is actually if you manage to pass all this, right, it will give you 100, but it's impossible because some of the names over here is something that you cannot change, right? Maybe it's a company name or people's name, right? Um, so okay, so here let's see if you want to change to right. So and then it will actually recalculate everything. Right? If casual, maybe the score is much more better. But if professional, yeah, so score is getting lower. So yeah, so it will actually calculate for you. This is the editor score. So it asks us to actually save this file. Okay, let us save this file. So what I want to do, I want to delete this portion first. Let me just delete this one. Okay, and then what will I will do right now? I'll just save this file. Okay, let me just choose the fields correctly. Where is my name? My name. Over here. All right. Okay, then. So let's move on. Right. And then the next is creating exercise. Right. So you can actually choose the file in a few methods, right? So one of it is a copy link, right? So actually it's from here. So let me just demo what do I mean by you can select and choose the file. So let's now open a PowerPoint document. So let me just open here. Office.com and then apps. You open a PowerPoint and then you open a blank presentation. And you can see now directly there's a Copilot icon suggesting you what you want to do. But let's stay focused on the use case, right? So and okay. So what will I do right now? I will create a presentation from a file from this one. So what I will just click here, copy link, and then I will go over here. Then I will just paste my link, and then we'll just paste. Oh, okay, it's done. Sorry. So it created 16 slides. Include the sticker notes and added images. and then apply the layout. Mm. Now, yeah, it's much more better than before, right? The way it created the presentation, previously much more less graphic or text based. So, so what will I do next is a review slide. Then speaker. Okay, you can actually do this. Okay. Yeah. So this is the latest edition. We call it Canvas, if not mistaken. In PowerPoint, there's a Canvas whereby you can just click the Copilot icon. You key in the idea of your presentation. It can be really long and explaining all the objective goals and the direction of your presentation. And then when you click generate, it will start to generate some of the topics over here. You can even, add more with Copilot. You just click, it will add some topic that you prefer, right? And then once you are happy with this, you can actually ask it to generate the slide. So once you are happy, right, and then you can just click keep, right? Yeah. So you need to change the view. Let me just change this view. So now it's much more uh, I believe different than the previous one. It's much more structured in terms of the writing and the outline, title of the presentation, right? Everything is in order. You can still edit any of the slides, so we can just go here and then after maybe I will just click over icon over here and then I will just put. Let me just refresh. Let me just refresh this one. Click this one and then just oh no, let's not do that. Probably this was the old demo method. Yeah, it's okay because the verification. Yeah. And Hmm. So let's go next. Yep. So we are done with all this, right? So what we done, we managed to summarize our meetings in Teams. We created a speech using words, and then we created a slide, the particular speech. Uh, I will say it will get better and better. This has been the first year, I believe. AI will actually eventually will be bigger part of our work, means probably maybe 70% or 60%. We will rely on AI, right? You can actually even use your corporate template. For example, like here, when you want to create the slide, you can just choose the corporate template. You just go over here and then go to files and then choose the template that you prefer. Right. And so these are plug-in to allow Copilot to search from the web any information. And then this if you want to actually create a slide using voice command. It's exciting that you can actually do many things with the Copilot now. So maybe let me just see if I can open this one. And then I can edit. So this is a presentation related to IT technology presented by Co here, Kendrick Co. About 22 slides. So let's try to summarize it, right? So let's open a Copilot. And then, yeah, maybe we start with summarize the presentation. Within few seconds, is able to do this. Show why it's getting smaller. Let me just, yeah. So, yeah, actually, it's directly give you the summary and then still working on your summary to improve it. Right? So let me just click here. So when you just click summarize the presentation, automatically it will generate really fast any information that available on the slides, but in the background, it will actually try to read in detail all the information inside the slides, and then it will actually give you another summary in details. Right? So if you compare this one with this one, it's much more longer and well written compared to the first one. So maybe we can just click. Yeah. Now it's really fast. See, if I click, it will directly appear the the answers of this particular question. So is this, and is this, right? And this. Previously, it will try to read again and think what is inside this presentation, and only it will give you the information. So where can I buy this? Let me just show some question, weird question. Yeah, so you can just find any. Yeah. So you can actually go and do a lot of things, right? So let me just see if I can, yeah, maybe, yeah. This one is presentation. I don't want to replace it. Maybe some presentation. No, because it's already summarized before. So that is one of the improvement that Microsoft uh, made for Copilot, PowerPoint, and Word. Right? So if I just want to go into the area of security, some people, most of the people, if we talk about Copilot, they just don't understand how the security portion, how to protect the data, right, from everyone to access. So let me just Google, let me just search Copilot. Uh, mm, I believe that is fine. Hopefully. Mm, yeah, maybe there's another slide. Okay, never mind. Because that document actually explain it clear how you can. Yeah, I think this one also. So, if you can just see here, architecture of Copilot, where it say you have user, and then you access teams, right? So teams related component, right? So you have the group files, and this all are related to you. So all this information actually available in Microsoft Graph. Microsoft Graph is like a gateway API for it to talk to any of the services of Microsoft ecosystem, Office 365 ecosystem. So the Microsoft Graph is like a middleman that allows you to actually access and retrieve the information. So let's assume it's this one. And then you have only the permission of this particular user folder and recording, and then this particular group and mailbox, and this particular user mailbox, and only this particular chat, and then this particular team sites. So you cannot actually have information from other sites that you don't have access. So it's by default access privilege is working is on top of default access privilege that Microsoft built. Right? Sadly, I cannot show you another diagram. I hope I manage to get that diagram is much more clear. Um, I think this one. This is just an overview. It's a really high level of your tenant and your data, right? Service boundaries. Copilot is still utilizes the ChatGPT and OpenAI model, but they name it Copilot. these are your data, and then there's a Microsoft Graph is a gateway, like I mentioned. And then here, example of here, let's assume you trigger a prompt and then to a Copilot. You open the apps first, right? Trigger a prompt from the apps, and then the Copilot will actually talk to Microsoft Graph. And then the Microsoft Graph allows it to actually access those particular information and data. After that, it will retrieve those informations and then transfer it to the large language model. Then it will return, and then the Copilot as the orchestrator over here, and then will actually send this information back to the app itself. So all the information is between the transit is encrypted. So these are the service boundaries. So yeah, this one, yeah, this good. Yeah, this is the one that I want to show. So this page actually is new. I believe it's about 1 month, almost about 1 month ago they released it, I think. Yeah, correct. It's 19th of November. That's correct. So user access and data privacy. This has been one of the most common question, right? Similar to the article that I've just shown, right? You have your apps, Teams, Word, Excel open in your notebook or even in your phone. And then you trigger the Copilot feature from your Word or Outlook, right? It will follow the similar ways as now, similar flow. So if you are talking about the data, user access and data privacy, and then you can have a look over here. It will only able to retrieve Microsoft Graph only able to retrieve this particular icon that is available for you. Like the gray one is you don't have a permission, right? And then you're only able to retrieve. You see here, user accessible data, right? Within your company tenant, user accessible data, and then it will bring that up to the Copilot as an orchestrator, pass it to the AI. The AI will actually send back the information, and then the Copilot will actually send it over to the application to present it. So this is the actual page that all people are looking for when they want to present, right? So this page they just release it. So they explain it over here, right? We can see here this particular icon, this particular paragraph. There are 365 services that help control access security to your organization data. Yes, they are, right? SharePoint have this one and also this one. But if you have extra budget, I will strongly advise you to invest in Purview. So if your organization have a data governance, right? So normally you have to start with data governance first, means you classify your data. This particular board paper is in certain level of classification. This memo is certain level of classifications, or maybe this field. Let's say this document contain this particular field, and this particular document will be in certain level of classification, right? So that is in a structured document. Means you sit down with the end user and maybe a document controller or anyone that is a business user, right? You gather all the requirement, then you build one like a document, right? Like a like a DRP, disaster recovery document or something like that. It's a solid and proper documentation will contain all the information, right? When you have those information, but how to execute it? So the question is always come to execution, right? So Microsoft has actually have all the informations, all the features, sorry, features and settings ready. For example, you can tag, you can create some tag, and then automatically classify this information. You can actually set as confidential, like automatically the email you cannot copy and paste. All the features are actually pre-built even before the security era are being famous right now. So coming back to the data governance, you can actually transfer all the requirement and configure it in Microsoft Purview, right? Not 100%, just that uh, you can. It depends how strong your team, and how far you are willing to actually go and control your documents, right? You need to hire proper people. Exactly, when you have a document controller, when all the documents are physical, right? It's similar to Microsoft Purview. You need to have those kind of people in the area of always looking into data governance. So their focus should be on those areas, because it will be a lot, and then they could not focus of doing other things, right? So that is my view, based on this particular software that we've been trying to actually deploy, and before that I did a lot of research on it. So it's totally depends on the end user itself. So other things I just want to highlight here: Copilot can't access the data user don't have permission to access. You can see in the diagram they are grayed out, right? Grayed out, grayed out. So gray out. So you can see here. So here, let's just go here, right? So there's a lot of other things that you can actually read about. So this one is for MFA, right? It will honor the MFA, because some people say Copilot can actually go in and take anyone's data and share it to any of the users, right? So no, it's not true, right? You still need the authentication to use the Copilot service, right? So this is one of the latest section that they updated. So they also data protection and auditing. This is one of the latest highlight as well. So I just want to show you guys. You can see here, this is your tenant, and then you already created the label, right? You remember I just mentioned a label, right? So any document that don't have a label, have a encryption, have a sensitive label and sensitive encryption, right? And then Copilot actually can go in and read the encrypted file, as long as it belongs to you. And then you can see it even able to actually access the external file as long as it got the access right. So it gives you some scenario over here, right? So right, you probably need to read it through a few times to able to understand, right? So here, this is one of the things that I want to highlight. Getting started with sensitive label, right? So this is under Microsoft Purview, right? But even without the Microsoft Purview, you can actually create the sensitive label. Just that when you have a Purview, you have a better control of it, right? So here, okay. So let's go back here. Mm, yeah, oversharing control you can use with Microsoft Copilot. Yeah. This is one of the ways for you to understand as well. So, for example, you have your files in SharePoint, in even in your OneDrive, right? So let's see, you have the oversharing control, and then you have the Microsoft View information control. So you can actually you can build this control. So you can actually build the restricted SharePoint search and build control, or you can look into the SharePoint advanced management control, right? Or you can directly invest in Microsoft Purview, where Purview actually look into the file, right? You can see it will directly look into a file. When you label the file, let's say the salary is tagged as confidential, right? But SharePoint control here is on the SharePoint application itself. There is also recent announcement about audit, right? How to audit those assets and the security information, right? So you have the Purview audit log if you invest in Purview. So basically you can actually see those, but in Copilot log also you can see, but it's related to the prompt that you type, prompt and also respond from the Copilot. You can actually view the Copilot admin log. But in terms of the security itself, data protection auditing, which is it's not about Copilot. This particular picture is not actually about Copilot. It's about the data protection features that Microsoft offer. You don't see any Copilot icon over here, which is correct. Copilot only inherits whatever security control that you have in place. You have to remember that. So this is one of the recent article that Microsoft shared, where they give you some blueprint on how to address the problem. I believe a lot of people were asking about this. Then you can see here how to go about the issue, right? So you can actually follow, right, all this one by one and see what are the outcome of it, right? So they even download, you can actually download the documentation. So let me just start and see. Prepare your data. So let me just show you the slides over here. You can see they give you some ideas. For example, like SharePoint sites, when it's set to common causes for Copilot oversharing in SharePoint. And you see, they give you some guidance. So if you set to public, for sure Copilot can index them, and even anyone, even the intern, if got the access to Copilot, can actually ask any question related to this particular SharePoint site. So here are the ways to actually address them. Yeah, there's a tool built in, right, within the Microsoft itself. Everything is over here, yeah, in detail. Okay, they give you in detail how to actually go about. They only give you one informations. Yeah, this is a common one. So this is a sites. This is the default sharing options of your file. Probably your company already have a default permission saying that whenever you click share, it's automatically will share to everyone in your tenant, right? So Copilot can actually index everything. So you cannot, so that is dangerous. This one is a permission issue. This one is SharePoint sites. This one is DDoS sensitive label. Right? So these are the common causes of our sharing. So I think that's all for me today, right? Thank you for joining. I hope you guys learned something today. There will be another session for December. After that, we'll have a break and then we will continue probably in January or February. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ridwan.
Thank you.